In Massachusetts, mailing birth control ads is a no-go, despite a federal ruling in the early 70s declaring that restricting birth control sales was illegal. Massachusetts still clings to a bizarre law banning the distribution of information about any substance that prevents pregnancy. If you get caught, you could be fined or even spend some time behind bars. Cleveland's cleavage crackdown. Ladies in Cleveland, be careful with those low-cut tops. The city forbids women from showing cleavage without a fully opaque covering. So even though fashion might say yes, Cleveland says no. North Carolina's consent conundrum. Here's a shocker. In North Carolina, once a woman gives consent, she can't legally withdraw it. This means that certain acts of sexual assault are technically allowed. While other states have patched up similar legal gaps, North Carolina's remains wide open. Congress's sleeveless saga. On Capitol Hill, strict dress codes reign supreme. Women are barred from wearing sleeveless tops, dresses, sneakers, or open-toed shoes. Even a reporter was recently denied access because her shoulders were bare. Meanwhile, men are expected to don suit jackets. Equality not quite. Carmel, California's high-heeled hassle. In the quaint town of Carmel, if you want to strut around in heels over 2 inches high and less than 1 square inch thick, you'll need a permit. This quirky rule dates back to the 20s, designed to protect the city from lawsuits by people tripping over uneven sidewalks. Permits are free at City Hall, so you can still step out in style, just legally. Florida's airborne anomaly. In Florida, if an unmarried woman parachutes on a Sunday, she risks fines or arrest. The reasoning? Who knows? It's an odd law that leaves us questioning why the marital status and day of the week even matter, especially since unmarried men face no such restriction. Child marriage, still shockingly legal. Surprise! Despite being the 21st century, child marriage remains legal in the US. In the past decade and a half, around 200,000 minors, some as young as 10, have been wed. Though the legal marriage age is 18, many states allow younger children to marry with parental consent, or if pregnancy is involved. Michigan's seduction law, men beware. In Michigan, a man can face up to 5 years in prison or a hefty fine for seducing a corrupt single woman. Yes, it's the man who gets punished, but this outdated law still reeks of gender inequality and old-fashioned expectations. Sexual assault criminals, parental rights in 7 states. In a bizarre twist, those who commit sexual assault can claim parental rights in 7 states, including Alabama, Maryland, and Minnesota. This means that in these places, victims might have to co-parent with their attacker, granting the criminal visitation rights and a continued presence in the victim's life. Michigan's haircut permission slip. Ladies, if you're in Michigan and thinking of a new do, better check with your husband first. This quirky law mandates that wives get their husband's permission before cutting their hair. While some hair-related myths, like the Arkansas teacher Bob Bann, have been debunked, this one's still on the books.